Hey everyone, I'm so excited that you're here. Today I am going to be interviewing Marina Simone. She is an influencer who has leveraged our influencer social retail model to build an incredible business as an influencer on social media. So I'm so excited that you're here, Marina, and I'm going to get you to share your story in a second. But before I do, I want to just paint the picture for everybody. Okay, so Marina started off with only 5,000 followers. She has since built her following up to almost 30,000. And that is because she's been using our simple social media viral system and strategies that we're going to talk about today. Okay. Also, she's using these incredible viral products that have literally exploded the health and wellness and beauty industry. So she's using products like Bye Bye Belly Fat, which obviously is doing incredibly well. She's also using a product that is a liquid body contour, and she's using liquid collagen, which is scientifically proven, and literally drinking her skincare. So that's pretty cool, very trending, and also a lip plumper that you don't need any needles. So these are all incredibly relevant products. She's going to share with us how she's leveraging those products to get paid over and over and over again for when she introduces her following to these incredible products. So here's the thing. I want you to think about, while you're listening to this, I want you to think about these things that you're probably experiencing. So first and foremost, you're probably feeling like you're constantly chasing that next sale, that next brand collaboration. The other thing is, you are introducing your followers that you've worked so hard to get, you're introducing them to a brand, you're getting paid one time if they place an order, but then that brand essentially takes that person from you and you never get paid again. What happens if that person orders over and over again? You should get paid for that, right? So the other thing is, you might be worried that maybe you don't have enough followers. Maybe brands aren't reaching out to you because maybe you don't yet have like that super engagement or, those metrics that the brands are looking for. You might be feeling a little bit like stuck between a rock and a hard place because you want to be really authentic with your followers, right? We know that's important as an influencer, but you also need to earn an income. And so you might be feeling like you're sharing products that maybe you don't exactly resonate with, or maybe you've never even really tried them. And so it's kind of, making your audience maybe question, you might be losing followers. And if there's no money back guarantee, which I think in most cases with these brand deals, there's not. And so if your follower buys a product and they don't love it, then, they might actually unfollow you. They may be unhappy. They may not want to buy again. So these are all things that I want you to think about. Maybe you're dealing with as we're talking through this, because Marina has found a way to avoid all of those things using this influencer social retail model that I'm really, really excited to share with you. So, Marina, why don't we get started? I'd love to just hear a little bit about your story.
Absolutely. First off, I'm so excited and honored. Thank you for allowing me to share. And, as an influencer, it's so funny because when I think of the word influencer, I'm just like, sure, that's what I am, right? But hey, you've got the followers, you're considered an influencer. But I'm a mom of two. I have a 9-year-old and I have a 1-year-old. I always say God has a sense of humor because there's like a decade in between the two of them. And, when I first got started, wanting to learn how to make money online, influencer marketing was like the thing, right? But what I found is that the people that were reaching out to me to make posts and get paid for them was just stuff, honestly, I didn't want to post. But it was like, okay, well, if I'm going to make money as a blogger, right? Because I'm a blogger, or if I'm going to make money because, I have this following, it's like, well, this is what it's for. So brands reach out to you and get paid. What I found was like I was losing followers and like I was getting paid for like a post, but I wasn't getting paid on the reorders. And so it was really frustrating me. So 3 years ago, I started looking for a better way. I started looking for a way that I could make money over and over again, get paid over and over again, and find like products I could really align myself with. But I didn't want to just be makeup or just be weight loss or just be this or just be that. I wanted to find products that were kind of like all around, right? Like, so it was skincare and it was beauty and it was weight loss and it was nutrition. It was something that I could really put my stamp on and be like, yes, I could back this. Um, and it's funny, when I first got started with only 5,000 followers, I was like, I don't know if it's going to work for me, because like, I'm not like this massive influencer over here. But what ended up happening is, with the actual social retail model and the way that we've taught influencers to grow their checks, it's also grown their brands. So like, simultaneously, what's happening with a lot of the influencers that we have on our team, they come in as bloggers, and it's growing their blogging brand. It's growing the other brands that they have, while they're making money, getting paid daily over and over again off of these posts that they're making for themselves. It's not for another brand, it's for themselves, which has been absolutely awesome. So I'm just excited to be here and kind of chat about what this has done for not only me, but influencers that we have on our team. And, you know, there's just so many amazing influencers that are out there that aren't getting paid off their following at all.
Yeah, in fact, I just heard a stat not too long ago that said 92% of influencers who have a following of 10,000 or more, which that's a lot, right?
A lot
10,000
of
or more
people.
followers,
Yeah.
that's not small potatoes. That takes you a
No.
lot of time, a lot of effort,
Mhm.
and consistency to build. 92% of those people are not making an income from their efforts.
That's
So
insane.
I think this model is so special
Yeah.
because literally you take the time that you're already investing and spending on your social media,
Mhm.
and you make a few tweaks that don't impact your brand authenticity in any way. These are products that
Mhm.
you try and love and build your own story, and you share them with the world,
Yep.
and you can make an income that repeats. I think that's the key, or one of the keys here, of this incredible social retail model, right?
Yeah, no, it is, because one thing is that when it comes to building up excitement and getting people interested, when we're making our posts, or we're on our stories, or we're doing the TikToks, or we're on YouTube or whatever, we're giving out value to our audience. We want our audience to see us as a valuable asset for them, where they can come and trust and like us, know us, and trust us. So when we are selling something to our audience, we want to make sure that it's something that is not only good for them, but we want to make sure it's something that's good for us. Like, I want to make sure that if I'm bringing on 10,000 of my followers to purchase a product, if they buy next month, why shouldn't I get paid on that again? And that's what I was finding was like the biggest thing for me, is I felt like I was posting and praying, hoping that, people, that I would get paid for it and whatever, with hashtag ad, which was super annoying. Right. And then,
Yeah.
and then at the end of the day, it's like my audience was ignoring the hashtag ad. Instead, why wouldn't I just find products that I loved that I could sell and get paid daily for, and get paid every time that they made a post? And here was my biggest concern. And I think this was a lot of concerns for influencers, is they don't want to recruit, right? And so I
Mhm.
was looking for that model for influencers where I didn't have to like recruit a team. I just wanted to be able to sell products that I loved, that were drop shipped for me, bring my following in, plug them in, and get paid for it every time they order. That's what I was looking for. And what's funny is that when other of my influencer friends, bloggers, clients of mine saw me doing this, they were like, there's no other influencer marketing system out there like this. And they jumped on board. And some of them, my girl Erica, for instance, she's got less than 5,000 followers, but she's got a really big fitness brand. She is killing it right now, like killing it. And she's not making this ad post. She's following our simple system, which is incredible.
Yeah, totally. So, in a nutshell, maybe you could just explain really quickly, like, how does the system work for an influencer? Like, what would it look like for them to partner with this influencer model? And how would it work for them to implement that?
Yeah. So we have a marketing system for influencers. And I think that's important. Like, most of the time, like, you've got to come up with these creative posts to catch attention and drive traffic. Well, we've already done that for you. And I think that's something that no other brand or company has really thought of before, is we've created a never ending supply of posts and story sequences and TikToks and YouTube scripts. And we've provided all of those things for influencers so they can come in and put their own spin on it, put their own influence and their own personality. Because at the end of the day, I love selling the lip plumper, but I might not love selling something else. So I don't want to be put in a box as an influencer. I want to be able to talk to my postpartum moms. I want to be able to talk to, the single moms. I want to be able to talk to the women that just want to look better and feel better, right? So that's what I loved about the array of products that we have, is like it didn't put me in a box. And so when an influencer comes on board with the very first step that we have them do, they're going to be blowing up with, what is it? How do I get it? What is it? How do I get it? Well, yeah, you'll have the link in your bio, but you're also going to have this incredible system. And I can't go too much into it because this is only for people that, of course, join the influencer marketing. But we've created that system for you to plug into, to really, it's automated. Like, it's in your sleep. You get to make this money, which is crazy. It's amazing. You don't have to know the science. You don't have to know the ins and outs of these products. We've created this. Take your following and plug it into what we're showing you. It's a plug and play system. And as a mom, like, that was something that I was looking forward to. And as an influencer, like, our inboxes are completely blowing up all the time. We're trying to reply to every comment. We're trying to, make sure that we're there for our audience, giving those valuable tips and those valuable things. And so we created 3 years ago, we created this insane model where every influencer can win no matter how big their following is.
Oh, I was just going to ask you that. Like, is it just for people with, 5,000 followers, or can it be for people with 100,000 plus followers?
Yeah. So you were just mentioning the 92% of influencers with 10,000 or more aren't making money off their following. And it's funny
Mhm.
because I have a really good friend of mine and she's got close to 1 million followers, and she's just getting paid to post. But the people that are reaching out to her to post, the brands, she's like, I can't. It doesn't fit. It's not in alignment with me. Well, now she's coming on board here because she's like, oh, I get it now. I see it. And she owns her own business, right? Yes, you're a blogger. Yes, you're an influencer. Yes, you're a coach. You're doing all these things. You own that business, but these other brands, you don't own that brand. You're just getting paid to post. So, my girl Allie and Erica right now that have come in, they're now talking to their other influencer friends, and they're like, this is easy. Hey, I made X with a comma. You know what I mean? Like, in 18 days. Like, you want to do it? Cool. And so other influencers are jumping on board. We're not even recruiting. We're not recruiting. They're coming to us because they're seeing what we're doing and they're falling in love with it. And they see the leverage, they see the time freedom in it. And that was something, again, that I think everyone wants to do with social media. They want more time and make more money. They just don't have the system, and we have it.
Yeah, 100%. I was just thinking, as you were talking, I had a friend who reached out to me just this past week, and she's got a massive following on so many different platforms. She's on YouTube, she's blogging, she's on Instagram, she's on Facebook, she's on Pinterest, all over the place. And she works so hard to build this following. And, she's got different, companies and brands reaching out to her all the time. She reached out to me and she's like, I've been watching this system that you're doing. And she's like, I need to know what is up with this. I shared it with her. She got started, and literally she messaged me after the first post that she put up
Mhm.
on her Facebook page. She also put some stories on Instagram. She messaged me and she's like, oh my goodness, Jen, I've literally never had this much engagement on my social media. My messages are blowing up. It's absolutely insane. She's like, I've never been so excited. So
I
this is
love
an
it.
incredible system, and it works so, so well.
I know. I'm so excited about it. I think right now, I think it's so important that as influencers, we're able to build something that's ours, and that was something I was looking for is, yeah, I would love to get paid $20,000 to make a post on Instagram, but that's a one-time payment. What if for 6 months I'm chasing that post and I don't get paid again? Like, that for me was scary because at the end of the day, like, this is my income, this is for my family. So being able to get paid over and over again off of people that fall in love with the products. And this was the biggest thing, there was a 30-day money back guarantee on empty bottles. So I knew if my clients weren't happy or customers or following wasn't happy, they could just return. and it was all good in the hood, right? So that was a big deal for me as well. So I just feel like this was something that I've been searching for a while. We're killing it. We're having a blast. Other influencers with small followings or massive followings are winning. People with no followings are winning. Let's be clear, right? The average person's winning here. But I just think it's time. I think it's time that we get this message out to as many influencers as we can and let them know that they deserve to get paid more than just one time. They deserve to be recognized as the influencers they are and be able to build something they own and can will down to their children one day if they want to. And that's what we've created here.
Yeah, absolutely. Is there anything else that you wanted to mention before I wrap things up that you thought was important for them, for the influencers watching to know?
I think it's just important that get the person that invited you to watch this, get with them and ask the questions. Ask if they can see, ask if you can see what are the average income earnings for the regular humans that aren't even influencers, so you can see what that looks like. And definitely, get on a chat with one of the top influencers in our company. Both of us are top influencers in our company, and we didn't start off that way. And so I think it's important that that you'll have access to some of the top in the company. You'll get to work directly with some incredible people. Our teams are growing so fast, it's absolutely insane. And just ask the questions. You don't want to regret not taking a look at this, because I have some of the influencers that finally jumped on board and they're like, I wish I would have jumped on board last year. So don't have that mentality. Ask all the questions and look at all the info.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thank you so much, Marina, for sharing your story with everyone. So inspiring. And like Marina said, get back with the person who invited you to this, get into a chat with some of these influencers, ask the questions that you need answered, and get started as soon as you can, because it is truly a game changer. And by the way, I didn't want to forget to mention daily pay. I think
Ooh,
that's
yes.
key. We get
Yes,
paid
twice a
daily
day.
for sharing twice a day, which is absolutely awesome. All
So
right. Thank you so much. Have an awesome day. Talk to you soon.